Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Potato Chief and welcome to the channel. So today I wanted to try something a bit different and something a bit new for me. So new that in fact I don't even have a name for this series. I was going to go with something like PC Q&A or Potato Chief Mailbag or something like that. I came up with the name Smark Tank, that's been taken. Matt Chat, that's been taken. Quite a lot of the stuff. So basically I just want to do a Q&A series with you guys. So you guys give me questions, I'll answer them, we'll have some fun, and we'll have back and forth kind of topics. So you guys can say if you think I'm an idiot in the comments below, or you agree with my opinion, and submit more questions. It just build up some kind of community and some kind of rapport between me and you. So that was kind of the whole idea. This is our Q&A series. First question from me to you is, can you help me come up with a name for this, because I'm struggling. All today's questions were submitted by Mystic Raven. I'm recording this on 420. I'm not high. It's not an actual Mystic Raven. I believe that's just their username. So let's get on with the questions. Okay, the first question is, what is your best ever wrestling match of all time? So this is kind of a hard question to answer, because I like saying what is I think is the best match of all time, which match I enjoyed the most, or a bit of both. So I'm gonna answer kind of in two different things. My favourite match of all time, it was the first match I ever watched. But it's not a very good match, technically. It had 2 or 3 good moments, but the match itself was not a very good quality match. And that match is The Undertaker versus Mankind, Hell in a Cell, King of the Ring. So we have the spots of Mankind getting thrown off Hell in a Cell, being put through Hell in a Cell. Maybe I'm just sadistic. Maybe I'm a bit of something wrong in my head. But that's what I thought wrestling was. When I first saw it, I thought, wow, is this what we're going to get all the time? Turns out, no. That is not that is not a very common thing in wrestling, to see someone go off the Hell in a Cell. Shane McMahon's jumped off it twice, but apart from that, it's not very a common thing to see. But yeah, that was one of my favourite matches growing up as a kid. There's still reason why Hell in a Cell, I think, is a great stipulation, even though it's kind of been watered down lately. But that would be my favourite match of all time. But I would say if my favourite match, which is actually a good match, that's a bit harder, because then it comes down to... It's basically any of the 3 John Cena versus CM Punk matches. So I have Money in the Bank, which has got a 5-star for Dave Meltzer. The winner faces The Rock on Raw from the 25th of February, which was in 2013, where CM Punk pulled out a pile driver out of nowhere. John Cena, the first time John Cena did his weird Hurricane Rana thing, it was an amazing matchup. That's my favourite Raw match of all time. So CM Punk versus John Cena 1, 2, or even Night of Champions 2012. I'm making notes if you're wondering why I keep... So, Night of Champions 2012 was also a very good John Cena CM Punk match. This is before The Rock was introduced. So, CM Punk rock bottomed John Cena in the match. And all sorts of stuff like that. It was like little teasers of that. And it ended with a German suplex, which John Cena thought he won. But both shoulders were on the mat. So it was a weird, screwy finish. But I love the rock bottom spot where CM Punk rock bottoms John Cena. I thought that was an amazing stuff. So basically, any match with John Cena versus CM Punk, that's on the list. That's one of my favourite matches of all time. But recent matches, very, very recent. It's about a year old now. But Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura at NXT TakeOver Dallas. It was Sami Zayn's goodbye match. Shinsuke Nakamura's introduction to WWE. I'd never seen Shinsuke Nakamura before that match, and ever since that match I've been hooked. He's been one of my favourite wrestlers. I don't think he's done a match anywhere near as good as that since he's gone to main roster, but he is an amazing talent. And this match, a modern wrestling, very current, I would say Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura is my favourite match of all time. So to answer your question, I have 5 different matches there, so go which one you think was best. My favourite era in wrestling is the second question. So this is a boring answer. We're just going to say it, Attitude Era. I mean, it is kind of obvious. It's like people who play Pokemon they say your favorite era is Generation 1's. So it's like, it's the same kind of thing. Or people who watch Star Wars and say the original trilogy is the best one. It's like, well, yes, clearly that is the case. The Attitude Era was the second boom period in wrestling history. You had the Golden Era, then you had the Attitude Era. Attitude Era is still had the highest ratings of all time, brought in the most money, had the biggest popularity, and it had the biggest stars. You had Austin, Rock, Triple H, Kane, Mankind, Undertaker. Even the lower cards, you got like the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, Hardys. You had Trish Stratus, Lita. It was a stacked era. The only thing about the Attitude Era is sometimes it did cross the line where you had pimps and hoes. You had a lot of overt, crude humor. But no, the Attitude Era is great. I don't think the wrestling in the Attitude Era was nowhere near as good as the wrestling today. I much prefer to see a match between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, or AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, or Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe, than a lot of the matches you would see in an Attitude Era match. But the storytelling was much better in the Attitude Era, so I'm going to go with the Attitude Era. And the final question of the day is my favourite stipulation match. I did bring this up earlier. It's Hell in a Cell. So Hell in a Cell is still my favourite stipulation match, in spite of the fact that it's been watered down dramatically over the last couple of years. No match can top the first two Hell in a Cell matches. You had the technical masterpiece, which was a 5-star, and you also had Kane interrupting, which was Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker in the first Hell in a Cell match. And then you had the second Hell in a Cell match with Mick Foley going off the cage and through the cage. So, spectacle-wise, you can't beat the second one. Match-wise, you can't beat the first one. And everyone's been trying to do that for about 20 years now. There's no way of beating any of those matches. So, it's not been as good, but the original Hell in a Cell, 2 matches that are amazing matches, still worth watching. And Hell in a Cell is still my favourite stipulation. So, that is the answer to your question. And that's all the questions for today. It was a random video, I know. I still haven't got a name for this show, so if you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, too sweet. Submit your questions below. Tweet me or post them on my Discord chat. Just let me know what you want to know. If you have any questions, we can do this again next week. And until next time, too sweet.
Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.